25, 26, and 27. Those are the newest in the studio. 24 and 25 are the new home to The Voice for season 21 with coaches Blake Shelton, John Legend, Ariana Grande, and Nick Jonas this season. 26 and 27 were recently used for the TV show Making It with Amy Poehler and Nick Offerman at a crafting reality competition. They were also used for the movie Us, directed by Jordan Peele, starring Lupita Nyong'o. Now we are about halfway through the tour. I just want to remind everybody to please remain seated at all times, keeping heads, arms, and legs inside the vehicle for your safety. If you have any emergencies or require assistance, pull on the red cord and I will be back to assist you. But to remain seated and inside the tram at all times. Otherwise, welcome to the good place.
You, Eleanor Shellstrop, are dead.
Cool.
This location, the afterlife, come on. I've never ever seen this. You're in the good place.
I'm not supposed to be here. I can't risk going to the bad place.
Maybe it's not all that bad.
How can I help you?
What is the bad place like?
Well, it doesn't sound awesome.
The Good Place is one of my favorite TV shows ever. All 4 seasons filmed here in the studio. These were the main exterior sets used throughout the series, like this building on the left with the blue door and the red window curtains. That was the main yogurt shop. It's also where William Jackson Harper's character Chidi lived. We lived upstairs on the second floor of that. You can also see the railway station here at the end, the only way in and out of the town in the show. On the right-hand side, this area called the Court of Miracles was used as the main courtyard where they had a lot of events and parties throughout the series. If you haven't seen the series, you can catch it on Netflix. All 4 seasons are there. Also on NBC.com and the NBC app. But aside from the Good Place, that was one of the most recent things to film here. These sets are mainly known for our classic monster movies. Movies like Frankenstein, Dracula, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, The Invisible Man, The Wolfman, The Phantom of the Opera, The Mummy, and many other monster classics since the late 1920s, all filmed here in this area known as Little Europe. These were also used as the fictional country of Genovia for Princess Diaries 2, A Royal Engagement. They were used in the 2011 Muppets movie with Amy Adams and Jason Segel. You can also see them in a few Buffy the Vampire Slayer scenes, especially those scenes where Angel becomes a vampire, the flashback sequences there. Now, on the left-hand side here, there's a big gray house. This house is currently the set of a TV show called Making It, a spin-off of the TV show Making It I mentioned earlier. This one with Andy Samberg and Maya Rudolph. Now we are going inside of the soundstage right now. This one on your screens is seen from the TV show All starring David Boreanaz. And filmed right in here. If you look on the right-hand side, you'll see exactly what's on your screens: the window, the payphone, the scaffolding, the stairs, the turnstiles. Then they keep walking forward to this tunnel that's in front of us, which isn't really a tunnel, it's only the way out of the soundstage. This here is one of our permanent sets, a replica of the East Bay station of the city of San Francisco. It's also a multi-level set, and what that means is that there's 2 sets. There seems to be a little tremor, and then our way down where these are coming forward. We'll get you out of here safely in a few minutes. Soundstage 50 is actually home to what is known as a large-scale mechanical effect. This one is a simulated earthquake that hits about an 8.3 on the Richter scale. That same effect was used in that same episode of the TV show Gold, so here's the final product. This is what it looks like once we add all the actors, camera angles, digital effects, and switch out the tram for a train set.
What's going on?
Now, I don't know about you, but that earthquake left me a little shaken up. So I want to take a small detour to a cool vacation beach town known as Amity Island. And okay, I know you're thinking, wait, wasn't Amity Island that place that got attacked by a great white shark a while ago? Yes, but don't worry. The shark has been captured. You have nothing to fear. As an extra safety precaution, my friend Tomas is here today. That's his boat right there. Tomas is a professional diver for Amity Police. He's currently in the water, making sure there's no more dangers lurking. There's another shark in the water. Does anybody see Tomas? I think he's still in the water. Tomas, get out of the water! There's another shark! Tomas! Oh, I think he's in trouble, but don't worry, he's a professional. I'm sure he knows how to handle this. They say you have to have a lot of guts for this line of work, and Tomas here certainly has a lot of guts. Oh, and there they are. Oh, that's gonna be good. Sadly, it appears Tomas is no mas. They're asking us to clear the area, so we're just gonna move forward and hide right here in the safest place in all of Amity, this beautiful abandoned dock full of gasoline tanks.
Ahí viene Bruce. Bruce.
Bruce Bolaños.
Alright, that was Jaws, the shark from the movie Jaws, directed by Steven Spielberg back in 1975. Our mechanical shark here was named Bruce by Steven Spielberg himself. Bruce also happens to be Steven Spielberg's attorney's name. Weird coincidence. This is the only shark in the world that can swim on top of the water in reverse, as you can see him do right now. He's also a lot more reliable than the first shark that was built for the film.
Ya sabes el nombre de ese
That's a
tiburón.
much maligned shark. The shark was frustrated.
Yes.
It didn't really work over
¿Quién es
time.
ese tiburón?
Not at all. Wherever you were on your island, you could hear the radio waves. They were always saying,
El Bruce.
the shark is not working.
El Bruce bien fuerte.
We just waited around. We just waited around.
The shark worked well enough for a while there, and then it was over. So I really owe the shark a lot.
The sets of Amity Island were also used as the town of Cabot Cove during the filming of the TV show Murder, She Wrote, starring Angela Lansbury. Now, we've seen a few different areas of the studio today, and while at first glance a lot of the sets we have out here might look like regular buildings, the truth is most of the sets in the back lot are something known as facades or false fronts. That means out here we usually only build the front and the sides of the buildings, only what the camera requires to establish the exterior. The interiors are usually built and filmed inside of the sound stages, but this area coming up on the left-hand side is filled with practical sets. These are sets we can use to film both inside and outside of. And these ones here are pretty much regular houses. They've been used for movies like Hancock with Will Smith, the Academy Award-winning To Kill a Mockingbird, Welcome to Marwen with Steve Corral, and TV shows like Superstore, Parenthood, 911, and Never Have I Ever. On the right-hand side, this is another one of our practical sets. It is known as the Chicken Ranch. You can see it in action on your screens. And you can actually see both kinds of sets here. The Chicken Ranch is a practical set. The house behind it, merely a false front or facade. Now, this is actually pretty nice. This street has been closed off to us for a bit because it's one of the busiest streets in the studio. So there's been a lot of filming happening here. Luckily today we're able to drive through. It's called Colonial Street, and it's one of the busiest streets because it looks like any generic suburban street. If you've been watching Never Have I Ever on Netflix, this yellow house on our left is one of the main houses in that show. This is where Davy and her family lives in that show, created by Indicator.